Patrick, we headed home for the evening. I wanted to make a video. I'm gonna send this thing to you so you can see what I'm talking about. The front struts, we got that good. It's taken care of. That we just came off the spring compressor. This is the strut, the bottom portion. This is the mount at the top, and it came with everything we needed. This is the CVX I was telling you about. See the grease coming out of it? All the grease that's been collecting up right here on this frame over time. It's kind of been slinging around till you see it on the, that's the transmission with that grease splattered on it. So that's the axle that I was saying needs to be done. In addition to that, I'm looking at the brakes. Patrick, I would think these brakes are kind of low. But this is, you're going to get this car to your baby and she going to be riding in it. We probably want to get that done. If I replace this axle, I'd clean all of this additional grease and stuff off so we can start out with a clean slate. Looking around under the hood, vehicle looks pretty good. Patrick, I don't see anything that needs attention at this time. These cars generally have bad mounts. This engine mount on this side, they go bad often, and then there's one on top of the transmission. I probably can't even get a light on that one. It goes bad, but I drove it before we bought it in, and they feel like they're all right now. The axle on this side looks pretty good. It's not a leaky car. I'm happy with how dry it looks underneath. I should lift it up and give you a good view of what's going on under here, but I'm too lazy to go push the button right now. It's time to go home. I did want to show you your old struts. This is the top portion, strut mount. These are the parts that came for your car that David ordered. And he ordered some good stuff. Monroe is a good company. The struts are not Monroe, the mounts were Monroe. But that particular company, that the struts that did come, I've used these struts before. And I didn't have any problem with them, so they're not it says premium quality. I used them before and I ain't had no problems out of them. This is your old strut. They already put the other struts together, so I can't demonstrate to you, show you a good one, but I can show you what a bad one looks like. This rod, somebody hold the bottom of this for me real quick, please, while I pull this up. Thank you. That's as far as we're gonna pull it for now. Thank you. But this rod, if you see on the top of this strut, there's one on top of that one, there's one on top of this one too. This strut, when you run over a bump, it should push back up. And this simulates a flat strut of why a car will ride a little rough when the strut is bad. When you run over a bump, when I push down on this, it stays down. This thing right now should and come back up. It's broke. No bueno. That's a good reason. So we did good by getting them off of there. It should change the way the car rides. In addition to that, this is your rear shock assembly. This is the bushing at the top that I was telling you about. The orange part, orange and black part. You can see how it's all chewed up and kind of ugly looking. That's no bueno. I don't want to put that back. In addition to that, the silver piece at the top, or it's gray in this photo. This, if you can see my finger, this portion. When these get older, and especially if the car ever had any time up north, I've seen the ear break off at the top. So it's a good time to replace that. So I did get in today the top portion. These are the brand new top portions I was talking about. These are the ears that I say will break off, and it'll keep up a whole lot of noise when they break off. There is a bushing that's made in here that's going to get replaced. And then the bumper part that go under the bottom, the really dirty orange thing that we were looking at on the car, is the part that I have to get from the dealership. I got to get those bumpers from the dealership, and they didn't have them in stock. So that's what's holding us up. This is your string hanging out your trunk. You said you're going to talk to David. When I spoke to you a little earlier today, you said you're going to talk to David about that. when he decides if he has that portion or not. We'll see what we can do about making this trunk work for you. These are the rear shocks that David has for us. I just throw them back in the car because I won't be able to do anything else to the back of your car until I get the rubber part, the parts that come. We call them bump stops, the piece that go at the top, and it's wood on this side as well. So that's what I got for you. We did a couple things to your car today. We're gonna wrap up the front, put it back on the ground. Tomorrow is Saturday, and next week we'll do the back, and I'll get back with you. But I'll talk to you later on, and I wanna go ahead and recommend that we do something about this axle. I'll call and see what they want from the dealership, and I'll call somebody else. Let me show you what I'm talking about as far as why these dealership axles and why the other ones shake so. It's because of the way that it's made, Patrick. Yeah, let's see. Stop flashing. This axle is really beefy. When you order aftermarket axles, this portion is considerably thinner. In addition to that, this portion here, this little black thing here, this is actually a weight, and it's for balancing this axle, and it makes sure that when you're going down the road, it's smooth. Like I said, I had a V70 in here that I really had a big fight with about a month ago, and the only way I can make that car, I put several aftermarket axles in that car, and the only way I can get it back silky smooth like I prefer to give it back to my customer was to put two from the dealership on there. If we replace just this one, we could replace just one. But I'll talk with you about it. I have another source. Since then, I have heard from another one of my buddies that said, man, he know where I can get dealership quality axles for Volvo. And then the next time I had that issue, I should get them a try. And so I'll talk with you about that later. I'm gonna put this on YouTube, and then I'm gonna send it on over to you. I only use YouTube because that's the fastest way I know how to send somebody a full-length video. I'm not big on social media either, Patrick, but I'm gonna get you this video over so you can see it. All right, talk to you later.